Alright, so when we last left off, we had our trial and we were found innocent in here. And then we went to talk to the Republic dude. But the game crashed before I could save it, so we just gotta go talk to the Republic guy again. Alright, let's just save right here. I don't have to repeat running through that crap again. Okay, what's up, Roland?
You managed to retrieve the data from our droid in the Sith base.
Yep.
Excellent. It does not appear to have been tampered with, so the Sith did not manage to copy its contents yet. And now for your information. We are not supposed to speak of this, but since you are a Jedi and we have exhausted all the other options, I think I can entrust you with this. As you know, the Republic is fighting for its very existence against the evil of the Sith Empire. As you also undoubtedly know, we're doing very poorly. We need much in the way of supplies and material to stem the tide of battle and bring us victory. Manan is the sole source of Kolto, the most powerful medical substance in the galaxy. Frankly, we need as much of it as we can get.
What has the Republic done?
The Selkath conservatives, with their neutrality treaties, seek to treat the Sith and the Republic equally. This includes Kolto exports, but a few more far-sighted Selkath see that if the Sith are ever allowed to win, the galaxy will be plunged into darkness, and there would be nothing to stop them from taking Manan anyway. So we made a deal.
What sort of deal?
We recently began construction of a secret underground facility to harvest Kolto directly at its source. We also hope to one day be able to synthesize it effectively. Current techniques are insufficient for the task, so we must mine it for now. The amount we take would hardly be noticed, since most is lost naturally before it reaches the surface anyway. We were nearing completion of the base when the digging teams reported some sort of obstruction. An ancient building or artifact, possibly your star map. Transmissions from the base were cut off abruptly after that, and we haven't heard from the station since.
Okay, why have you not investigated?
As you may have noticed, we're hiring a lot of mercenaries around here. Ostensibly, they're to be shipped off-world to aid in our fight against the Sith. They're really for another purpose. When we lost contact with the station in the Hrakert Rift, we sent our contingent of Republic soldiers down to investigate. None returned. We've tried hiring mercenaries and sending them down as well, but none of those expeditions have returned either. The reason we really sent that droid underwater, and the reason we needed its data back so badly, was to find out what happened to the Hrakert Rift station. But now that we have the data back, our operation is in no danger of exposure to the Sith. And now I must live up to my end of the bargain.
Okay. How do I get down there?
I took the liberty of having a submarine prepared for your departure. Merely use this card to get past the door behind our Kolto packing room and enter the sub therein. It has been programmed to take you down to the station, and also to take you back up should you need something. I would send soldiers to assist you, but we've lost many of ours, and nearly exhausted the mercenary population of this planet. The soldiers we have are barely enough to keep this base secure. The Sith have also noted our interest and begun to bribe mercenaries away from us. Please, find out what happened to the facility. There may be some survivors left out there. Perhaps even the head scientist, Kono Nolan. Good luck in your efforts.
Alright. Let's go over here. Try saving it. Save game. Yes. Hey, it worked. Awesome. Alright, awesome. I guess I could go talk to everyone. Star map, mission for Republic. Roland Wan, the representative of the Republic of Manan, has told you that the Republic has made a secret base underwater near the source of the Kolto emission to study and eventually synthesize Kolto. They ran across some mysterious ruins that may be related to the star map. Unfortunately, something happened down there. Excuse me. At the base, and all contact was lost. He's given you access to a submersible to go down to the base and find out what has happened. Hopefully this will lead, blah blah blah. Okay. You've managed to convince Sasha and the older Selkath, Sith, blah blah blah. Return to the city. So, it was at the bar. So let's go do that. Let's go to the Merc bar. All the way west. That's not where I want to go. Alright, all the way west. Republic negotiator. Alright, this guy. Nilko Boas. Have you news for me, human? Have you discovered why the Republic is hiring mercenaries? Oh. No, that's not him. Damn it. Oh, do I want to tell him? Yes, they're sending him down to a secret base. The Hackard Rift, it is as I feared. Though the Republic is fortunate, I was the one assigned to investigate this case. Human, allow me to be blunt with you. If I report this violation to my superiors, the Republic will be banned from Manaan. But I do not wish to do this. I see the Sith for what they truly are. Ruthless and evil. The Republic has always respected our independence, but if they fall, the Sith will be quick to send an invasion fleet and conquer Manaan. But I cannot simply ignore what the Republic has done. The Rackert Rift is the source of Manaan's Kolto, and I fear the science station may damage the production of a delicate resource. You must tell the Republic to stop this madness at once, make them shut down the facility, and recall their people before they do something we all regret. They can't. The Republic has recently lost contact with the science facility. Of course, I should have realized. Doubtless they are hiring the mercenaries to investigate the situation. But I fear mercenaries alone may not be enough to save their station. There are ancient mysteries within the Rackert Rift that even we Selkath do not comprehend. I feel the Republic has awakened something that was best left undisturbed. Sounds like you know more than you're telling me. Had I any information, human, I would share it with you willingly. You have done the right thing informing me of this, but I must ask something more of you. I fear the mercenaries will not find the answers the Republic was looking for. They prefer blasters to brains, but you have shown yourself to be resourceful. Perhaps you can succeed where the others have failed. Investigate this facility, human, and I promise to keep my silence so that the vile Sith do not gain from the Republic's foolishness. I only hope my silence does not lead to disaster for Manaan. Here is the payment I promise you. And now I must take my leave, human. My superiors are expecting full report from me. There is much I must do to ensure they cannot uncover the Republic's actions. Alright. That's cool. Thanks, dude. Okay. I don't think there's anyone else to talk in here. Who was the guy that asked me to find the missing dudes? Was it you? Oh, it's you. Okay. Human, you have returned. Have you information for me? Have you discovered the fate of the missing Selkath youth? Have you news of my daughter, Sasha? I have information for you. Excellent. You have done well. What have you learned? The Sith are training the Selkath youth in the ways of Dark Jedi. Yes, this makes sense. It is a wonder I did not see this before. Manaan's greatest strength is our neutrality. If Malak brainwashes our youth and indoctrinates them in the ways of the Sith, he will have a strong following among the Selkath people, strong enough to seize control of Manaan and our Kolto. My daughter, Sasha, she too has been indoctrinated into the Sith camp? I convinced your daughter to turn back on the Sith ways. Human, if you speak the truth, I am forever in your debt, and yet my joy is tempered by the knowledge that the Sith still walk freely about Manaan. Hopefully the testimony of my daughter will be enough proof of their actions to take the Otto City authorities, to make the Otto City authorities take action. I hope so. You have done much for me, human. Here are credits I promised you. I only wish I had more to give. Keep your credits. I don't need them. I'm such a good guy. You refuse my reward? Truly, you humans are a noble breed. Perhaps my species underestimated your kind.
That was a truly noble act. The Jedi Council would be pleased.
This is how we Jedi should always act.
Oh, yeah.
With honor.
You tell him, Gargoyle. Please excuse me now, human. I must go speak to the Manaan authorities about this Sith plot and what they have done to my beloved daughter. Light side points! Yeah! Actually, am I maxed? Let's see. Like, I know it's really high. Whoa! Yeah, I think I'm maxed. But I could still go down, but whatever. Alright, so we did that. Let's hope we can save without the game crashing. And we're good. Alright, so what else do we gotta do? Star Map is the main quest line. Mission for Republic is the main quest line. Can't do Mission's Brother yet. Quest for the Starforge, Genoharadan, we have to do that one here. Sundry Murder Trial and Star Map Kashyyyk. Alright, so I guess we'll do the Murder Trial. And in order to do the Murder Trial, we need to get... You know what? I don't know. Yeah. We need to get Jolee.
What can I do? Your wish?
Wait, what?
What can I do?
Yes?
Yes? Alright. Demolitions. Alright. Let's go back to here. There it is. Okay, so, I really want Master Speed, but I can't get it yet. I have Destroyed Droid on him. I don't have Stasis Field yet. I would like to have it. Wound, Dark. I could start getting Force Push on him, I guess. Drain Life, Dark. Force Suppression, Throw Lightsaber. There's not a ton of other stuff I want. Force Resistance. Energy Resistance. I mean, I wouldn't mind trying the this super advanced Force Push, like Force Wave. You know what? Why not? I don't know how much I'm going to use him anyway. So, and I have most of the stuff that I want. Other things I can't unlock yet. So we'll do that. Wow, he is like perfectly neutral. That's amazing. It's hard to tell if it's perfect. It looks like it's a little higher than neutral. But yeah, he's pretty neutral. He's not light or dark. He's just sort of like, I'm an old man.
What can I do?
Yes?
Sure.
Yes. Alright, you know, I think what I'll do real quick is teleport back to the ship and then talk to everyone. So, we'll just save again. Alright, and then we're going to return to the Ebon Hawk. Alright, let's check on everyone in the crew. Adjudicate in disagreements. Alright, well, let's start with Mission. I don't think she'll have anything to say about her brother until we do more stuff.
Hey there. Maybe if we get these...
Nope, nothing to say. And all those little fucking creatures are gone. Huzzah. Alright, let's talk to the Merc. What's up, Canderous?
Yeah, what do you want? The war we had with the Republic was supposed to be the most glorious battle in our history. But it was a very costly one. I guess we didn't think of how much we could lose in it.
How much did you lose?
There weren't many of us after that last battle. Mandalore himself was killed at the hands of the Jedi Revan. The best of us could not defeat him. After that last battle, those of us that survived were stripped of our weapons, our armor, and our basilisks. Revan's forces destroyed them while we were forced to watch. Those who hadn't fled earlier were left with nothing to call their own. No weapons, no armor, only the honor of having fought in the battle we just lost. For many, this was not enough. While the rest of us were sent into exile on the Outer Rim, they tried to relive the old days, raiding worlds. They're nothing more than bandits now.
You found work as a mercenary?
Yeah, I found word on Taris. And forcing for Davik was not stimulating. The gangs on Taris and Davik's rivals were trash. They give no thrill in battle, no honor or glory in defeating them. It was like stepping on bugs. I sought worthy challenges, but the best that Taris could offer were nothing to me. But I think now, with you, I may finally find opponents worth fighting.
You are the worthy companion.
Maybe later I'll tell you more about what it was like to work for Davik. For now, though, we should get on with our lives. Is there something else you want to know?
Nope.
You're...
Alright, you got anything else to say?
Yeah, what do you want?
About this world, stowaway, adrenal... Nope.
You're...
Okay, we're done with him. Oh, I also got more lightsaber stuff. So let's look at that. All right, so the Dragon Pearl is just hands down better than everything. Attack bonus, and then bonus energy. Wait, I thought it said 2d6 before. That's weird. All right, Apila. Oh no, this one, the Apila has a massive criticals 3d6. Deals bonus damage energy 3. This one does. Oh, maybe this isn't as good as I thought it was. Attack bonus 3, so you have a higher chance to hit, and bonus energy 2. Opila is bonus energy 3 and massive criticals. 2d6 rolled. Blaster bolt deflection increase plus 5. Damage bonus energy 2. Attack bonus 2. No, attack bonus 2 damage bonus versus racial group droid 1d6 energy special. Okay, so that's especially for killing droids apparently. Bolt deflection sounds pretty good. But the Apila is amazing. Like it seems way better. Let me set that as none, and then I'll put the Apila as the main. And then we'll look at the other options. Because like this one gives me what? It gives me a better chance to hit and 2 energy. This one gives me plus 5 deflection and energy, which seems better than a slight chance to hit. I don't know. I guess unless I'm fighting Jedi. I think I might take that. And then let's edit hers. And what does she have on? She has on this one. Attack bonus 1 and energy 1d6. And then she's got... Oh, it actually says. Okay, Rubat. Attack 1 and damage 1. Just straight damage 1. But this is energy damage 2. And bolt deflection. I think I want that. And then Demind. This is just attack bonus 3. What is her other one? Rubat? Rubat's decent. I guess giving her Genruax is probably the best one. Oh wait! That's right, I can give Dragon Pearl to her. Sigil. And gives 1d6 energy and Generax 2 energy. You know what? I'll give you the Dragon Crystal, the Dragon Pearl. Yeah. And then we'll give you the... what, this one? 1d6? Attack bonus 1? Rubat? Okay, so Genruax is probably the best, and then secondary would be what? Attack bonus, stun, sigil, attack bonus 1, and energy 1d6. Oops. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay, let's try that again. Genruax and sigil assemble. Alright. And then you have a green lightsaber. Can I give him other stuff? I should give him a violet. No, I'll keep him green to be different. What do you have on? You have Nexter and Demind. Nexter attack bonus 1. Luxem bonus versus droid. I guess Rubat. Damond. That one's not that great. Just attack bonus. Attack bonus and 1d6 versus droid. Or stun. I guess I'll give him the droid one. Okay. Oh, I have another double bladed. Oh, but that doesn't help. Doesn't help him because he's better at singles. Alright, let's just save. Hope the game doesn't crash. Alright. So, we can't do anything about the stowaway. We already talked to Chewbacca before. That was weird. Whoa, what the... Oh, that's where he is. Okay. I guess I'll talk to him now.
Got something on your mind, dude?
Why did you decide to come with me?
You got yourself a fast little ship. I'd forgotten what engine sounded like. The closest thing to that on Kashyyyk is an Uller in mating season. Oh, frightful.
So, you wanted to ride on my ship?
Or it could be for the free food. What's the gunk that comes out of the synthesizer on this bucket anyway? Do you never clean the darn thing?
No, seriously, tell me.
I'm old, damn it. I'm allowed to be enigmatic when I want to be. And don't you go telling me otherwise. You know, you remind me of someone else I knew ages ago. Pleasant enough fellow, great destiny, all of that. Breath like a bantha.
Is this a comment on my breath?
No, but it could be. An Anduvian salt tablet would clear that right up, you know. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, Andor Vex was his name. The Force swirled around him like a hurricane. That's how great his destiny was.
Okay. Never heard of him.
Oh, you wouldn't have. Sometimes swirling force is just swirling force. It gets us old Jedis excited at our age, so we go, ooh, destiny. Well, it turned out that poor Andor believed a wee bit too much in the infallibility of that destiny. That overconfidence turned out to be his downfall.
Okay. Is there supposed to be some hidden meaning in this?
I don't know. Are you overconfident? I hadn't noticed. Even if I had, I would never comment on it. We're talking about Andor, remember? Let's see. Oh yes, Andor's downfall. I was pretty young myself when it happened. At the time, I thought that Andor's destiny couldn't be more boring.
As boring as this story?
You know, if you keep interrupting, it will take even longer. Have you no patience at all? How did you get as old as you are, anyway? I was just about to abandon Andor to whatever the Force intended for him when his ship was overtaken by a Dimian warship. Now, you've probably never heard of the Dimians, but at the time, they were a nasty lot led by a nastier overlord named Krat. Tall fellow, big teeth. Krat has us hauled onto the bridge of his ship for questioning, and that's when I knew that Andor's destiny was at hand.
How did you know?
Swirling force, remember? Jedi here. Granted, I was just interpreting the signs, but we get trained in that sort of thing, more or less. Well, Andor decides that his destiny makes him invulnerable and starts making all sorts of demands. Free me now. I'm not answering questions. Blah, blah, blah. Don't you know who I am? Krat decides he's had enough and begins crushing Andor's neck. I told the boy he should have kept his mouth shut. I think he agreed too, or this could have just been gurgling noises. Well, anyway. Finally, Krat has enough of Andor and tosses him aside into this giant energy intake shaft. Andor gets sucked in and starts bouncing around, screaming. Maybe Andor hit something sensitive on the way down, or just didn't agree with the reactor core. Next thing I know, all the ship's alarms are ringing.
You're kidding.
Everyone panics, and I run, barely making it to the ship in time before the explosion. Krat dies horribly, and the Dymians never quite recovered. Changed the political course of the entire sector for centuries to come. I'd call that quite a destiny, wouldn't you?
I hate you, old man. But how can you even be sure Andor was responsible?
What? Are you kidding? What are the odds of that happening anyway? 1 billion to 1? You should do so well as to be sucked into the engine of some evil Sith Lord, you know. Andor was a hero. Sort of. Anyway, go on. My throat is dry and you're making me cranky. Shoo! Got something on your mind?
Tell me about Sundry. How do you know him? Sunry. How do you know him?
What? You think because I'm a hermit, I've always been a hermit? Just because I haven't seen Sunry for 20 years doesn't mean he's not a friend. The man could have changed a lot in that span of time, though. But to become a murderer, I can't see it. That's not the Sunry I know. He was a good man. Put me up in his home for a year back after I left the Order. War hero, too, or so I hear. I wouldn't mind helping the fellow if we can. I owe it to him. Or you can be a young monkey lizard and ignore me, I guess. Well, I don't expect much these days. Got something on you?
Can you make a healing kit?
I suppose I could whip up something, a few herbs and such. You do know that the best alternative is not to get hurt, right? Well, not to say that you go leaping into the path of blaster fire or anything, but I know how you young people get. Here, take it. Got something on your mind?
We have a stowaway on the ship. Do you have any advice?
Stop bothering me with your questions. I can barely hear myself think. Got something on your...
Okay, I guess that's it. Healing kit.
How many could you possibly need? And must ask me later when you're...
Alright. Saved, and we want to go talk to Juhani.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
I was wondering if we could talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
Tell me more about your past.
Well, I mentioned before that my parents had fled to Taris. Perhaps I can tell you about that.
Please do.
In the early days of the Mandalorian War, there had been fighting closer to the Outer Rim worlds.
Yeah, the world your species comes from?
Cathar was there, yes. My people had great reputation as warriors, and that appealed to the Mandalore version of honor. They sought to test themselves against us, I think. Test themselves by bombing our world, slaughtering my people while they slept or while they ran.
Your world was taken that easily?
They swooped down from space, across the world, firing at anything that moved. They used ships in space to destroy all orbital facilities and bombard the surface. We did resist, and in spite of their violent attack, we did stave them off for quite a while. But in the end, we were doomed.
Why did the Republic not help you?
We were not members of the Republic. Cathar was beyond the edge of the Republic, in the Outer Rim. And besides, they could not have known. Our interstellar communications were the first things the Mandalores hit. All other short-range communicators were jammed. We were on our own. We knew what was coming. We had fought the Mandalorians in the First War against Exar Kun and the Sith. We knew there would be no mercy for us. The most we could do was pack the few of our people who survived onto what few ships remained, and send them off into space as fast as they could. Most did not make it.
What about your family?
My parents carried me as a baby with them, and were lucky enough to escape. They fled as far as they were able, and eventually settled on Taris. They could stand running no further, I think. But Taris was a horrible choice. Dominated by humans, intolerant of other species, it made everyday life unnecessarily hard.
How did your family cope?
My father turned to stimulants. He spent much of his time in local bars and dives. But we are warriors. It runs through our blood. And when he was on stims, he became foolish. He let his warrior nature get the best of him. So he would get intoxicated, and he would fight. And finally, one day, he would die.
How'd he die?
Killed by a man who provoked him into a fight and killed him like an animal. I am sorry. I cannot talk about this any longer right now.
How about now?
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan? What is it you would like to speak to me about?
Nothing now. Okay, guess we're done with her. We'll just double check Zalmar. Make me a grenade. You got a bunch already. Tell me more about yourself. Okay, well, he's got nothing to say, like I thought. Let's go talk to Karth. Save. Okay.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Nope.
You got it.
He's got nothing to say. What's up,
How can I
Bastila?
help?
Let's have another kiss. Oh. Show me a vision.
Then I
Nope.
suggest...
She's got nothing to say. Okay, so we are leaving the ship again with Bastila and Old Man Winters. Old Man Joe. Let's go, Joe. Jolie. Alright, so, does it do me any benefit to go in these? Now, the private hangar I think was tied to that one mission. Sith hangar, I don't think there's any reason to go there. West Central, that's just going to take me back where I was. We'll just transit back to where I was. Alright, so, we need to help Jolie solve the problem with this. Alright, so Laura has told Jolie, I'm just going to call him Joe from now on. Laura has told Joe that her husband has been imprisoned for the murder of a Sith woman. Laura is adamant that her husband is not responsible and has begged you and Joe to help prove his innocence. She says that you can go talk to the judges in the court to help him get him released. Okay, I thought that I would need to talk to other people, but apparently we just need to talk to the judges? I guess we'll go do that. Wait a second. Yeah, we're heading right here. This is where we're going. Okay, so let's save before we try to talk to the judge in case you screwed up. What's up, Judge? Silcath people, thank you for exposing the Sith plots here on Manaan. When our leaders decide a fitting punishment, they will certainly know our displeasure. Is there anything else you wish to bring to my attention? You have my permission to ask. I would like to investigate the murder case involving Sunry. That is acceptable, I believe. In Manaan legal tradition, the defendant can have an arbiter who tries to prove his innocence in court. This arbiter is a neutral party that can investigate and present evidence in the trial, and argue on the defendant's behalf. As you are a Jedi, I believe you could fill this role adequately.
I suppose you're Sunry's only hope. We have to at least try to help him.
So be it. You are now appointed arbiter in the case of Sunry versus the Sith Empire. Your name and position have been recorded in our files. I will now inform you of the pertinent facts in this case. You have a limited amount of time in which to investigate and organize a defense of your client. I would advise you use it wisely. So this must be the hotel. Sunry was seen leaving a hotel, leaving behind a dead Sith woman, Alassa Huros. He has been charged with murder and is being held in the Otto City prison facilities. Due to his crippled status, he's being kept some blah blah blah. Witnesses claim to have seen the killing and are being detained in the hotel in question during the trial. Manager of the hotel has now been informed of your appointment. Alassa was found dead of a blaster wound and with an incriminating Republic medal clutched in her hand. This information has been uploaded to your datapad. It would be wise to review all information before the trial starts. You may question Sunry or the witnesses. The evidence in the case is heavily stacked against Mr. Sunry. I believe it will take some doing to absolve him of guilt.
Yes, but it almost seems too heavily stacked, doesn't it? Very suspicious.
You may also interview the judges here, including myself, to get an idea of the pertinent factors in this case. Since this is also your first case, and you are an off-worlder, I feel compelled to add good luck as my final missive. Okay, so we are in solve the case mode. Suppose let's talk to all the judges first and collect what facts they have before we go get data. Since you have been designated arbiter in the Sunry case, I shall answer questions you might have. What do you think of Sunry? Sunry is a former Republic officer who is highly regarded by your people. He is admired by your people here on Manaan and even seems to maintain some of relations with them still. Some sort of relations with them still. If he is as capable as some of the Republic citizens believe him to be, he is certainly capable of actions that would result in this murder. Is there anything else you would wish to ask in relation to this case? Is there anything suspicious about the case? Well, I have often wondered, if Sunry were so innocent, why has he been fleeing this? Why was he seen fleeing the crime? Why would he have been running if he'd not committed the crime himself, or at least aware of what occurred? This game seemed fairly simple and obvious to me. Your Republic types stick together, however, I assume you will go to lengths to defend him. What else do you want to ask? What do you think of the Republic and the Sith Empire? Both empires are at fault for the current conflict. The Republic in the past for laying the foundation upon which the Sith Empire grew, and the Sith now obviously for starting the war. But no matter the wrongs that had been done in the past, the Sith now have no cause for renewing hostilities. It almost seems as if they just want to conquer everything.
Almost seems. They do wish to conquer everything, and will not stop at Manaan. Why the Salkath believe themselves invulnerable, I have no idea.
I believe the Republic has every right to defend itself and drive the Sith back where they came from. Unfortunately for them, and perhaps for us, they do not seem to be doing too good of a job of it. Was there anything else you want to know? Nope. Okay. Let's talk to this judge. Suppose I must spend some time talking with you, since you are here on official capacity. What do you need? What do you think of Sunry? He was a Republic soldier, a hero even. Do you think his Republic masters would let someone so valuable go so easily? I think not. I think Sunry maintains his contacts with the Republic and seeks to escalate the situation here. Something else you require? What do you think of the Republic and the Sith Empire? I do not buy into the Republic line that this is some epic battle of good Republic against evil Sith Empire. The Sith Empire is merely an expansionistic power, much like the Republic was in its early history. It is simply the turning of history, where the old is swept away by the better new. Is there anything intelligent you wish to know? Is there anything suspicious about this case? I find this case fairly straightforward. Sunry is from the Republic, Alassa from the Sith. The Great Empires battling now live out their conflict through their minions too. Is that all? Yep, you have nothing useful to say. We'll save the middle guy for last. I shall answer questions pertaining to the case. Oh god, please stop showing me her eyeballs. What do you think of Sunry? I find the idea that some half-human cripple could murder someone as obviously competent as a Sith Lhasa questionable at best. Right. A man who can barely walk killed a Sith warrior in her prime? Preposterous. But I wouldn't put it past the Republic to try and arrange such circumstances to see her dead. The Sith are much more straightforward about their intentions. Is that all? Is there anything suspicious? I find it presumptuous to assume that the cripple would kill Lhasa. I think there must have been another who killed her. Perhaps one of the witnesses? I do not know the reason for the metal flesh in Lhasa's hand either, but it may have been that she fought him off even as she died. I think this may be the work of some Republic conspiracy, and I am not afraid to say so. If the only means I have of hurting the Republic is through Sunry, then so be it. Is that all? What do you think of the Republic and the Empire? I think the Republic is an institution in sore need of change. It has gone on too long and the Sith are a fresh wind of change blowing across the galaxy. I do not believe in the false stories of the evils of the Sith Empire. They are nothing compared to the oppression and stagnation that the Republic represents at its core. If I was given the power to decide, Manon would join the Sith, forcing the Republic to accept the new face of the future. But sadly, it would appear that I am wiser and more farsighted than my immediate superiors. I am relegated to civil, judicial matters. I will judge this case, and I will find Sunry as guilty as he is charged to be.
So nice to meet an impartial judge for a change.
Partiality is one thing, blindness is another entirely.
You said it, not I.
You finished? Alright, so what is it? One guy thinks that the Republic is good, one guy's neutral, one guy likes the Sith. Ah, the Arbiter. Since you have been permitted to defend Sunry against these accusations, I shall assist you how I can. What do you think of him? He was a great warrior in his time. He fought for the Republic against Sith aggression and proved valorous. I have great respect for his accomplishments and find it tragic that he finds himself in this current situation. If the Republic had more individuals like him right now, I do not believe the Sith would be so great a problem to your people. Is there any other way I can assist you? Is there anything suspicious about this case? I find it questionable that a man with such a reputable past as Sunry would murder a Sith woman, especially not from behind. But knowing the Sith, there was probably some deception involved. They seek to do the same to us here. There has been much pressure by the Sith on our government, and even on the judges themselves to deliver a guilty verdict in this case. The letter of the law is absolute, and we will not be compromised for Sith power games. Is there anything else you need? What do you think of both empires? I find this great battle being waged across the galaxy both disturbing and ultimately tragic. For all its faults, your tottering Republic has benefited the vast majority of the galaxy for many millennia. To see it fall into ruin is such a short time. I do not like the Sith. That I make no effort to hide. I believe and admit that if given the option, I would rule that we join the Republic. But I must remain impartial and rule on cases as the law requires. Do you have any additional questions? Nope. Let's talk to the middle guy. Jolie, get out of the way.
What?
Thank you. Okay, so he likes her. Two like the Republic, one likes Sith. One's neutral. What is this guy? An arbiter of the Sundry murder trial, you have the authority to question me on matters pertaining to this case. Oh, okay, so he doesn't answer much. I have questions about the trial. You have a right to ask me anything. What do you think of Sunry? He's known as the hero of the Republic in your perpetual conflicts with the Sith Empire. While he may have been severely injured in the line of duty, I personally hold him in quite high regard.
Speaking of that injury, has it been taken into consideration, Your Honor?
In no way does his disability hamper him, though. Rest assured that my personal regard for Sunry will not affect my judgment. While emotion may rule your Senate, the cold hard hand of the laws rules here on Manon. Is there anything else you wanted to ask me, human? Is there anything suspicious about the case? Yes, there is something that has been bothering me. The medal that was found clutched in the Sith's hand. I find it most odd that such a blatantly incriminating piece of evidence would be left at the scene of the crime. We have analyzed the evidence, and it would appear to be a replica, but I still have my doubts. In the midst of the crimes, though, Sunry could well have lost it. I have seen much more improbable things happen in my tenure in the courts.
Simply because it was real does not mean Sunry would have overlooked it being in Elasa's hand.
Is there another matter you wish to inquire about? What do you think of the Republic and the Sith Empire? The governing bodies of both states seek to keep an amicable relationship with our world in order to facilitate the exporting of Kolto. I do not delude myself into thinking that either of your states hold any great love for us, but we are necessary so that you'll let us hold our autonomy. I try not to concern myself with the intergalactic policy. I find it stretches the letter of the law too much for my taste. Is there something else that concerns you, human? Nope. That's it. Very well. When you feel you have gathered enough evidence, you may speak to the warden in charge of the prison where Sunry is being held. He will bring Sunry to us and try... Wait. When you've gathered enough evidence, you can speak to the warden of the trial in the prison. Okay. He'll bring Sunry to us. Alright, so let's save. Okay. And... my mouse. Alright. So, what do we need to do? We need to go investigate, I guess. I guess we'll question him last, probably. Where's the prison? Why? That's weird. There we go. Holding cell. Does that holding cell also hold the prisoner for the trial? What's up? Oh, okay. You wish to begin your trial, and you must make the request with the warden that shall be passed on to the judges. Okay, so I can do two things now. I guess what I should do is here. Let's save it right here. Alright, so I have to do two things, right? I need to question the guy. Prisoner. Sunry. And that dude. Okay, so we'll talk to Sunry first with the old black dude that we have in our party. Joe. Joe Lee. And then I'll come back to murder the other guy.
Jolie, what are you doing here? Alora sent me, Sunry. I'm here to get you out of this mess. The courts went and made us arbiters for your case.
Just like old times, eh, Jolie? You come swooping in out of nowhere to save my tail from the fire?
You saved my wrinkled butt more than a few times as well, friend, if I recall. But there'll be time for catching up later. Right now, we need to focus on the case.
The case is a complete frame-up. Anyone looking at the evidence could see that. Or so I thought. But the Cellcast seem to think that there's enough to go to trial. There aren't any witnesses. All that evidence against me is circumstantial and completely flawed.
Okay, let's go over the evidence.
Well, I was at the hotel, I admit. And I did meet Elasa there that night, but it's not what you think.
I was working with Republic Intelligence. We were pretending to feed information to the Sith. When I turned Elasa into a double agent working for us.
It was going well, too, until she turned up dead. Maybe the Sith had found out I was turning her and had her eliminated.
But let's look at the facts they've given.
Elasa was brutally killed. Think about that. She was a Sith, trained in battle, and I'm just a crippled old man. My war injuries make it difficult for me to walk, even to hold things. See how my hands are shaking? How could I kill a Sith warrior at close quarters? I ask you. Further, they say they found my hero's cross at the crime scene. Would I leave my war medal behind if I killed someone? Even I'm not that stupid. Obviously, the Sith planted the cross. And what about the lack of forensic evidence?
Right.
Skin and hair samples, clothing fibers. Why isn't there anything like that at the crime scene? Sounds like an obvious frame-up to me. I hope you can see how the Sith are manipulating the Selkath, and probably even you to set up this against me. We need to get this over with quickly and clear my name. Anything else I can help you with? I want my Arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial.
I need to investigate the case some more. Any ideas where I should look?
Guess you could interview witnesses at the hotel where the murder happened. The Selkath already did that, but the fish folk don't have much rapport with offworlders. Maybe one of them was holding something back. But I think you'd be better off investigating the Sith themselves. Maybe you could find some proof they planted evidence to frame me. Though that might mean figuring out a way into the Sith embassy. Anything else I can help you with?
Okay.
I want my Arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial.
Blah blah blah. A few things I have to clear up.
Go ahead, ask. Ask what you need to. I've got nothing to hide.
Okay, the judge said you left after a shot was fired.
How would they know? They weren't there. I heard some of the witnesses said that too, but I swear she was alive when I left. I wonder if the Sith have been putting pressure on people to get them to convict me. It wouldn't surprise me at all. They've had it in for me since the war. You should ask everyone about that. They might admit to helping the Sith under pressure.
Okay. Do I need to clear anything else up?
Go ahead, ask.
Nope.
Oh. Very well. Once you've got enough evidence to go to trial, just tell the warden we're ready. The sooner I get out of the cell, the better.
Okay. Alright, so, we're gonna go to the hotel next, but before that, I'm gonna dump my party and see about murdering the other person in there. Because I'm a part of the super secret guild of assassins or whatever. Alright, so let's just save. Party, and we'll drop you, and okay. Okay, so it's just me now. What's up, prisoner?
When I get out of here, you're dead! I'll gut your fishy little corpse, cut off your head, and bathe in your blood!
Be quiet, off-world scum! Okay. Sued the arbiter of the Sunria Lhasa murder case then. I hope you're as impartial as the officials is traditionally supposed to be. You off-worlders have a tendency to ignore the rule of law in favor of some rather irrational causes. What is it then I can do for you now? Do you know anything about a star map? No, I do not. It is quite illogical to think that a being who spends an entire day locked in a room with insane people and murderers would know much about the outside world. I'm here to see the prisoner Sunri. Yes, I'm aware of the fact. He's in the cage right over there. She can clear it up, hear you quite clearly. What do you know about the murder of Alasha? Sunri's from the Republic, Alasha's from the Sith. They kill each other all the time. Is there more to know? But as to the details, that is for the judges of the course to decide. Anything else you need? I want to begin the... No, I don't want to begin. Okay, so I thought this was supposed to be, let's see, what was his name? Oh, he's being held prisoner at the Republic base. Okay, so that one I can do at any time. I didn't have to get in here first. Okay, so I'll go do that later. So let's get our party members back. Alright, now we need to go to the hotel, so we need to go back east. It's weird that, I don't know, it seems like all the things connect that way. Oh well, whatever. Alright. Let's go to West Central. Alright, let's get some speed going. That's the checkpoint. So there's really nothing in this area.
Jolee, may I have a moment? There's something I wish to speak to you about.
Yep, I figured it was only a matter of time until we had the whole come back to the order discussion. Well, I guess there's no avoiding it now, so let's get it over with.
I know you have issues with the Order, but you are a Jedi, Jolee. You command the Force. Without the guidance of the Council, how can you avoid falling to the dark side?
Well, I've managed to avoid it the last 20 years or so. Besides, light side, dark side, they don't mean the same to me as they do to you. I don't see in absolutes.
So you don't have a problem with Malak and the Sith?
I want to stop Malak as much as anyone. But I don't have to join the Order to do it. Look at Karth, or Canderous. They're with us in this quest, but they aren't Jedi. The capacity for good or evil, like the Force itself, is in all living creatures. And belonging to the Jedi Order, or the Sith, or any group, won't change what you are at your
Yes.
I see you were quite adamant. No doubt you've had ample time to think on this during your long seclusion. I guess it was foolish of me to think I could sway your position so easily.
Yeah, I'm old and stubborn. But I appreciate the effort. But from now on, you can just think of me as any other non-Jedi in our little group. With a lightsaber. And Force powers.
Alright. Alright, so... we're going this way. Yeah, this feels a lot like being on the Citadel and like going back and forth and doing lots of talky stuff. Like, there's not a whole lot of action on this world. I mean, I guess there was the base that I just did, but otherwise there's a lot of back and forth. Okay, so we want to go to the hotel. They say that it's timed. I don't know if it is or not, but I may as well solve this case and then go kill the prisoner. What is up, Ignis? Game likes to crash, so we will just save it wherever we can.
You're the
Alright,
one
before we do
defending
anything.
Sunry now, huh? Well, the hotel's open for you. And I guess I gotta answer any questions you want too.
Tell me what you saw the night of the murder.
The Sith woman, Alasa, rented a room in the hotel. An hour or two later, Sunry comes in and goes to her room. A couple hours later, I hear a blaster shot and see Sunry running. He can't run good because he's a cripple, but he still was going pretty fast. I would swear he started after the shot, though.
Could it have gone off after he left?
No, I don't think so. I mean, it's possible, just barely. But I wouldn't say that to the court.
You could testify it happened after he left.
No. No way I'm lying to
Yeah.
the court just because you want to get your Republic buddy off or whatever. I have no interest in...
Yeah, that's fine.
What do you want to...
What do you know about Sunry and Alasa?
Alasa used to rent rooms here every week or so. Then Sunry would come by a couple hours later and stay all night. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what was going on.
Let's try the first one again.
The Sith woman, Alasa, he can't run good.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty damn sure he left after the shot went off. No,
Okay. You will testify. No, I
What
don't
do you
want to do
want
that. Alright, who are the witnesses in the hotel?
There were only 2 other people in the hotel when it happened. One was a Rhodian named Glupor. Seems like a really dirty, shifty type. Normally I don't let his kind in here. I'm a reputable businessman, you know. But there weren't many people here, so I decided to take a chance. The other is a regular named Firith Me. He's a Pazak player. Probably an addict, but he claims he's big in some circles. Don't know anything about him other than that. Anything else you want to know?
Wow,
Yeah. No.
Can I get the other option
What do you
back
want?
again? I wasn't paying attention, I was thinking about something else. Alright, let's listen to this
There
again.
were only 2 other people.
2 other
in the
people.
hotel when
One
it
is
happened.
named Rhodian.
One was a Rhodian named Glupor. Seems like a really dirty, shifty type.
Okay.
Normally I don't let his kind in here. I'm a reputable businessman, you know. But there weren't many people here, so I decided to take a chance. The other is a regular named Firith Me.
Firith
He's
Me.
a Pazak player.
Pazak player.
Probably an addict, but he claims he's big in some circles. Don't know anything about him other than that. Anything else you want to know?
Okay.
Well,
Zoc player and some shifty guy. That is still locked. This is the room I've already been in. Oh, but this guy's here. Glupor. What's up, Glupor? You here with the Selkath? You have questions for Glupor? Glupor already say everything he knows. I have questions about the murder. Glupor tell you everything to Selkath. You not know? Glupor have no reason not to say. Glupor tell everything. Everything about the murder. Everything about the Sith Lady's room. Why were you here at the hotel? Glupor staying at a hotel. Glupor not very rich. Hotel much too rich for Glupor to live at. Glupor save for weeks and have enough to stay here for a few days. Using Glupor's chance to live better for a while. What did you see? Glupor not see murder? Oh no, Glupor did see Republic guy. The cripple, Sunry his name. Glupor thinks. Glupor see Sunry running away from the scene of the crime. Ah, dang it, what did he say? Glupor see nothing else. Why are you here at the hotel? Blah blah blah. What did you see? See nothing else. Nothing else at all, especially not Sith Lady's room. What about Alasa's room? Glupor just curious to see what had happened. Glupor have no reason to go in the room. No one paid Glupor to do it. Someone pay you to do something in the room, Glupor? How did you know someone paid Glupor? Glupor good. Glupor plant evidence and leave no trace, but Glupor not recognize Sithman anyway. Glupor not recognize humans very well. No use to Selkath, so not bother to tell them. Well, that and the Sith man say he killed Glupor. Glupor speaks. Oh no. Glupor think he can't talk more right now. Glupor feels the need to lie down. Maybe just stay here. Can I talk to him more? Are you back? I already told you everything. Why don't you leave me alone? Do you know the star map? Nope, I don't. You already told me everything. Alright, so he admitted to planting evidence. So I wonder if I'm considered a professional witness, like a police officer. Like, technically I'm biased, because I know Jolie, who knows the... No, I don't. Who knows the defendant. Alright, nothing in here. Alright, now we go into here. Firth me.
You with the Selkath? You here to see me about the murder too? I told the damn fish everything I knew. What more do you all want from me?
What do you know about Sunry and Alasa?
Sunry I only heard of once or twice in passing. Some sort of old-time war hero against the Sith. Seen him around in the hotel too. Going to Alasa's room always, of course. Kept the rest of the building up half the night with their damn antics usually.
You mean Sunry is having a relationship with Alasa?
I'm not saying anything like that. What they did in that room in private is their business. And there isn't any rule against Sith and Republic seeing each other for personal reasons. Although if you think her Sith Master didn't know, you must be fooling yourself.
Sith Master?
Oh, well, Alasa was a Sith, so of course she'd have to have someone above her. Yeah, I didn't see anything.
What did you see?
Well, one time, I saw Alasa coming in wearing this big cloak. I was on my way to my room, and she normally wears stuff like that, so I didn't pay her too much attention. But this time, I accidentally brushed up against her. Accidentally, of course. And her cloak fell open. Now, I don't have any qualms about the Sith. I leave them alone, and they leave me alone. And seeing as how Alasa had a Sith lightsaber under her cloak, I'm not going to poke that hornet's nest.
Ah, so she was a Dark Jedi.
Seems so. But I'm not getting myself in any further with the Sith. I know how ruthless they are. Now that's all I'm going to tell you. I'll testify it to the court, but you aren't going to get anything else out of me. You again. Didn't I tell you people everything I knew? So why do you keep coming back to me? I was in my room, minding my own business with the latest copy of Pazak Weekly, checking out the listings for the big tournament that's going to be held here soon, when I heard a blaster shot. Being still alive, and therefore smart enough not to stick my head out immediately, I didn't go out right away. I looked out after a minute and saw Glupor in the hall by Alasa's room, and Sunry running like the wind. You can't tell me that someone who was running like that, and he was pretty fast for a cripple, isn't guilty.
I have nothing more to answer for now.
Yes, well, I'll be right here. Not like they're letting me go anywhere else. You again.
Okay, so that's all he has to say. Have I been in here yet? I have not. Okay. So which room was hers, I wonder? Maybe this one? whatever. Okay, we've talked to everyone here. So they said something about checking the Sith embassy. I suppose maybe I should have done this one first. Firth me the Pazak. Firth told you he once brushed against up Alasa and her cloak fell open to reveal what she was carrying, a lightsaber. That she was carrying a lightsaber, the mark of the Jedi. It would seem that Alasa may have been a dark Jedi allied with the Sith. Loras profess blah blah blah. Heard rumors that Sunry may have been cheating on his wife. Perhaps you should ask her about this. Oh, I need to talk to her. Okay. Gloopter confessed that the Sith made him plant metal as evidence. Seen leaving. Okay, they've given you the following evidence. Sunry was seen leaving the scene of the murder after a blaster shot was heard. Sunry has noticeable crippling injuries from his past experience as a war hero against the Sith, so it was definitely him. This is testified to by the proprietor of the hotel where this occurred, Ignis. In the room that he had rented, the Sith woman Alasa was found dead, clutching Republic war medal in her hand. There were 2 witnesses besides the hotel owner. One is Glooper, a Rodanian, who is blah 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 gambler. Their stories corroborate Ignis. Hotel owner, he heard the blaster shot and saw Sunry hobbling away. Okay. Mission, blah blah blah. Jolie Bindo. Oh, okay. They said something about collecting evidence from the Sith.
You, Jedi. I hear you are investigating the Sunry murder trial, are you not? This case is not at all what it appears to be. Many currents, might I say, flow beneath the surface.
What do you mean?
This murder is much more complicated than it may first appear. Sunry and Alasa are proxies for their governments, and both sides want the other to fail. You can see the journey by the footprints. You understand, yes?
Huh?
I'm saying they both had something to do with it. They've both kept their hands in this from the start. If you want to get to the bottom of this murder, you might seek information from both the Sith and the Republic, likely in their embassies.
Why should I believe you?
Because you have no one else to trust. Not Sunry, not the witnesses, and certainly not the judges. And if you take my advice, what have you to lose? Heed my advice, Jedi, and you may yet find the truths in this murder.
Alright, save. Okay, so now we have a reason to go to both embassies. So, we're right here, so we'll go to the Republic one.
When you are ready to explore the Hrakkert Rift, enter the Republic base. In the Kolto packing room, the sub will have a course to the... I wish you luck on your quest.
Okay, so he won't tell me anything.
I'm sorry, I'm on duty. I'm sorry, I'm on duty, citizen.
I can't talk now. I've got to get this Kolto loaded up before my shift is over.
There's Lorgal.
I'm sorry, I'm on duty, citizen. Please refer any questions to our diplomatic corps. Thank you.
Restricted access. Submersible. Okay. There's that. That's a really cool looking sub. So we'll go to the sub when we're ready. Which we're not. There's no dudes in here, just a large computer. Booting, pending, continue. Decrypt. Oh, I don't want to decrypt. Did I screw myself over? I can't talk to this guy about the murder trial anymore. I don't know who else to talk to. Program Cage to kill prisoner.
Chopa chawa wisyun kun
Yes, human, have you come to sneer and jeer like the others? Come to see Lorgal, the great liberator, caged like an animal? I got better things to do than argue with prisoners. Yes, leave me. You're a tool of the Republic, like a slave who cannot even see your own chains. Do not fear. Someday I, or someone like me, will destroy the Republic and free you all. Okay, some random dude. I just happened to talk to him. This is the embassy, right? Republic Enclave, yeah. That's stupid. Like, it's another situation, just like with the Wookiees, where I fucked over one of my quests because I didn't do them in the right order. I guess we'll try to go to the Sith base and see if we can learn anything. I guess the moral of the story is don't do major stuff. Do all the side quests first. Oh, I can just go back in the Sith base. Okay. Alright, so let's see if we can find anything out about the trial here. I mean, like, I killed everyone in this base, so I probably won't, but it's worth a shot. Let's see, what is the... Do I have a thing for that guy? I don't. Murder trial. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, it doesn't say anything about the guy I just talked to. Alright, let's check around here. Sealed door, that's where I would have come in if I would have made one of option, chosen to come in the sneaky way or whatever. Screw those doors, we don't like those. Guess I'll check over here first and then come back. It's CB3PO! Welcome. Alright, so we're trying to prove the innocence of someone in a murder trial right now. But, unfortunately, I think since I decided to kill everyone in the Sith base, I can't ask them questions anymore about the trial. Yeah, that's just the computer down there. We've already done that. Alright, let's go over here to where the force field and the droids used to be. Oh right, I can go this way too. Oh wait, no. I want to go this way, yeah. You can also type in chat and I'll see what you say there, CB3PO. Whoever you may be. Okay. Nothing in there. Yeah, that sucks. So, I think basically I screwed myself over from talking to the Republic. It's at the desk. Anything? It's just another computer splicing thing. Those are the pressure doors, which is another way you could go. These are where I killed some Dark Jedi. Can I teleport from here? No. Alright, let's go up the final path. And then after that, I don't think there's anything else I can do. Like... Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I can find out. These were all the dudes were being held. Footlocker. Yeah, I've already been here. Okay, so just like on the Wookiee world, since I did the story mission before I finished all of the side quests, I basically screwed myself over. Oops. We'll see what we can even do with this trial now. Like, I don't want to redo the Sith base again. I'd rather have the trial fail than do that. Alright, so I think the only other person I need to talk to now is the guy's wife. Oh. AI.
What can I do?
Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. Oops, wrong button. Get some night speed going. There you go. Alright. So, since I can't talk to either of the bases...
Yes?
We will just go talk to the wife. Alright, so where am I going? That is the swoop track registration. I don't want to go there. I want to go this way. Some more speed. Okay, so I need to go west again, I believe. Yeah, 'cause she's not in this courtyard. Alright. So I think she's in the far west courtyard. Yeah, okay, so she's right here. What's up?
I hear you've been appointed as arbiter in Sunry's trial. My husband is innocent. Please don't let him go to jail for a crime he didn't commit.
Can you tell me anything about Sunry?
He's a cripple. There's no way he could have overpowered the Sith woman like they claim.
That's true. I'd forgotten about that. Let's not forget that he was
You'd forgotten about that?
considerably older than the Sith woman.
Duh. Are you saying someone your age couldn't overpower a woman?
I'm a Jedi, and one who was living alone in the Shadowlands until recently. That keeps you in shape, damn it. We're talking about Sunry here.
And there's no way he would do something so dishonorable as hit her from behind. Sunry's a decorated war hero. He's a hero of the Republic.
Don't worry, I'll save him.
Find the real evidence. That's all I ask. The real evidence will prove Sunry didn't do this. I hear you've been appointed.
Was he having an affair?
Of course not. Yes. Yes, he was having an affair.
What?
He was saying that Sith woman. After all these years we've been together, he just dropped me like that. Not publicly, oh no. But inside, that's what it feels like. He started seeing Alasa last year. I had my suspicions for a while, but he was careless. Pretty soon everyone knew. But even though I'm sure that harlot was only using him, I know he couldn't have killed her. He came and confessed to the affair to me. He said he was going there to break it off, to end it. Maybe the Sith woman attacked him, and he had to defend himself. But even though he cheated on me, inside he's still the man I loved. Love. He's too kind and gentle to have killed her in cold blood.
He is a soldier, though.
That was a long time ago. In a war, far, far away. He's changed now. Settled down. Oh, just please, prove his innocence.
Okay, don't worry, I'll save him.
Find the real evidence.
Do you have anything else to say? Tell me about Sunry and Alasa. What?
Sunry is...
That's true.
Cripple, blah blah blah.
And there's...
Never heard that. I'll save him.
I hear you've been
tell me about...
Started seeing Alasa last year.
He was careless.
But even though he...
Okay, so that's all she's going to say. Don't worry, I'll save him. Oh, he's killed me.
That was a long time ago.
I'll save him. Okay, I can't think of anything else to do, so let's check over this stuff real quick. Elora professes Sunry's innocence. She claims that this is some sort of frame-up by someone who wants to get revenge on him. Sunry was an old war hero against the Sith, so they might harbor him ill will. Under pressure, Elora confessed that Sunry had been having an affair with the Sith woman Alasa, but that he'd been going there to end the affair. that's weird. Because, like, I thought he was trying to train her as a double agent. Sunry's story. Sunry claims that he's been set up by someone to take the fall for Alyssa's murder. He claims that he was secretly trying... Oh, okay. He said that he was trying to turn him into a double agent. But it's possible that he was just having an affair, like the wife says. Firth set him up. We know that. Oh, not Firth. Glooptor did. Okay, so Firth, we know, knew that she was a Jedi. She was a female dark Jedi. Glooptor planted evidence, so we know that. Judges in the court, they've given you this information. We know he's seen leaving the scene of the crime after a blaster shot was heard. I wonder if... No, he wouldn't plant his own stuff. Two witnesses, blah blah blah, who's staying in the next room. Ignis, this is the public mission's brother. Genoharadan. It's revealed that the Genoharadan are a secret society of bounty hunters. That's all I can do. Like, I can't think of anything else. I'll try going to talk to him again, just to see if he says anything new.
Coming to check in on an old man? I must confess, I would rather you were here to speak to the warden and begin my trial.
Soon, old friend. We don't want to go to trial until we've got the whole picture.
Oh, I grow weary of staring at these four bare walls. But I suppose you know what you're doing. You know, the role of arbiter cannot be taken lightly.
Let's go over the evidence.
Well, you know I was having an affair with Alassa. I went there to break it off that night. But I can tell you it wasn't easy. She was young and beautiful. But I love Alora. I knew I had to do it. I broke it off quickly as I could, and then I left.
Oh, she killed herself.
Later, she'd been murdered when the Selkath authorities came knocking on my door. But let's look at the facts they've given. Alassa was brutally killed. Think about that. She was a Sith, trained in battle, and I'm just a crippled old man. My war injuries make it difficult for me to walk, even to hold things. See how my hands are shaking? How could I kill a Sith warrior at close quarters, I ask you? Further, they say they found my hero's cross at the crime scene. Would I leave my war medal behind if I killed someone? Even I'm not that stupid. Obviously, the Sith planted the cross. And what about the lack of forensic evidence? Skin and hair samples, clothing fibers. Why isn't there anything like that at the crime scene? Sounds like an obvious frame-up to me. I hope you can see how the Sith are manipulating the Selkath, and probably even you to set up this against me. We need to get this over with quickly and clear my name. Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial.
There's a few things I need to clear up.
Go ahead, ask.
There was a Rodian who planted evidence at the murder scene.
A Rodian? I didn't know there were any Rodians on Manaan. Oh, except for Tyvark and this one named Gloopar who's hanging around the hotel all the time. Okay, so maybe there are a whole bunch of Rodians on Manaan. But what does that matter? If he planted evidence at the scene, it's a clear sign of a frame-up. He probably took all the evidence of the real killer at the same time. The evidence of a Sith conspiracy keeps getting stronger, doesn't it?
Wait a second.
I suspect there's still stuff you want to clear up. Go ahead, ask. Ask what you need to. I've got nothing to hide.
So one thing is really weird. Like, either way, whether he murdered her or whether he went to tell her that he was breaking things off, there should have been some sort of forensic evidence that he was even in the room. It's weird that there wouldn't be. The judge said you left after shot fired.
How would they know?
Yeah, I already asked him that.
You should ask him.
I'll be going
Very well.
now.
Once you've gotten...
Alright, I can't think of anyone else we need to ask. Because we can't talk to the Sith or the Republic. All the Sith are gone, and the Republic guy will only tell me to go to the submarine. I've talked to everyone at the hotel, I've talked to the wife, I've talked to him to confer about things. I think the only other thing I can do is maybe talk to the judges to ask them a few more questions. We could try that. Let me save real quick. Alright, let's see if the judge has anything else to say about what I've found so far. Blah blah blah. I have some questions. What do you think? Anything suspicious? No, this is all the stuff that appear to be a replica.
Simply because it was real does not mean Sunry would have overlooked it being in Elassa's.
Okay, so they have nothing else to say. So let's go start the trial, I guess. I'll try to make the best of this. Alright, let's save. Wait, do I have to stop moving first? Alright. Speak to the warden. Okay, yeah, so we talked to the warden. What's up, warden? You know, there's one more thing I could do. I could talk to the hotel owner, or the guy at the front desk, to see if he can corroborate anything that the other people said. Where am I going? I'm going this way. Because he claims that he thought that he left after the shot happened. But we could ask him if he's seen, if he saw the other guy go into the room. And he has a clear view of all the rooms. Alright, hotel. Besides this, I can't think of anything else to do.
You're the one defending Sunry now.
No, it looks like the same stuff.
Elassa rented a room in the hotel. An hour or two later, Sunry comes in and goes to her room. A couple hours later, I hear a blaster shot and see Sunry run. He can't run good because he's... Yeah. No, I don't... What do you want to...
Nope.
Well...
Alright, well, I don't want to use the Force to convince him of something, since, like, I'm playing good and all that. So I guess we'll just go start the trial and see how this goes. If I fucked myself over by doing the Sith base before I did this, just like on the Wiki World, then oh well. I'll just move on. You don't have anything else to say, right? Don't worry, I'll save him. Okay, let's get this party started and he save. Alright, I'd like to begin the trial. You certain human, once the trial begun, it cannot be stopped. Once the judgment is given, this case can never be reopened. You must be certain your investigations are complete before you request a trial. This is the role of the arbiter. Are you certain you wish to begin the trial? Are you deaf, flipperhead? Yep. Very well. I shall advise the court and we'll begin immediately. Let the record show that the trial of Sunry versus the Otto City Authority has commenced. Presiding judges are Shelkar, Josa, Nahashaka, Kota, and Dula. The trial is to determine the culpability of Sunry in the death of the Sith Elassa. Representing Sunry in his defense is a member of the Jedi Order. Do you have any opening statements? Force persuade! I will find him innocent. That remains to be seen. Acting as a prosecutor for the Auto City Authority is an impartial observer from the Sith Empire.
It is an honor to see
Really?
justice served. And I will
That's
see
ridiculous.
Sunry is executed for the crime he has committed.
Do not be overzealous in pressing your commission, Sith. First matter of business is the presentation of a sworn testimony by the proprietor Ignis, hotel where the murder occurred. What is the testimony you wish to give us?
The man I saw leaving, Sunry, probably left after I heard the blaster shot.
The guilt of the accused is apparent even this early in the trial.
Know your place, Sith. This is important evidence. The court will keep this in mind near the top of the list of pertinent facts. Wait, I can't question him? We'll now begin calling forth witnesses to the crime and taking their testimony. After each witness has given their testimony, you have cross-examined them. You may ask presiding judges for their opinions on the current state of the case. This is a special privilege given by Manon law only to the defendant, so use it wisely. First witness is Firith. The prosecution will question the witness first.
You are Firith Me, the well-known Pazak player. I wonder if we can trust the word of a gambler as reliable testimony.
Objection. Objection sustained. Ask the witness your question to do it promptly.
Of course, Your Honor. Firith Me, what did you see the night of the murder?
Well, I came out into the hallway after hearing the blaster shot and saw Sunry over there limping down the hall out of the building.
A very obvious point, Your Honors. The accused was seen leaving the scene of the crime after the blaster that killed Elassa was fired.
Very pertinent point, prosecutor. Now it's the defense turn to cross-examine. Did you actually see the murder happen?
You mean actually see him kill her with my own eyes? Well, no, but I don't think there could have been anyone else there.
Point is well taken, Arbiter. Do you have any additional questions? How could he have harmed her if he was a cripple?
Well, he was moving pretty fast running away, but yeah, I mean, how could he kill a Sith warrior in combat? I don't know for sure.
Do not think less of Sunry because of his handicap. He is fully capable. Can't you see that the man can hardly walk, let alone fight Elassa? That is enough. For now, we will deliberate on this matter in private. Do you have any additional questions? Was the medal left at the crime scene not a little too obvious?
I think it may have been. I mean, you'd have to be pretty stupid to leave something that important lying around, wouldn't you?
This argument has merit. Do you have any additional questions? She's a dark Jedi, isn't she?
Yes, from what I could tell. She carried a lightsaber under that cloak of hers.
Objection! That doesn't prove she was a Jedi.
No, this piece of evidence is very important. It establishes the character of Elassa, and perhaps her intent in dealing with Sunry. You have any additional questions? I have no additional questions. Very well. Would you like to use this opportunity to poll the judges? Yes. Can I do it all the time or just once? I do not have enough information to make an informed decision. I am unsure as whether or not he's at the actual murder. Cannot make a decision. I do not have enough information. Cannot tell if he killed him, but I am confident it will be proven. Since the defense has no further questions, we will call out the second witness, Rodian Glupor. Prosecution may question the witness.
Glupor the Rodian. You were staying in the hotel the night of the murder and saw Sunry leaving Elassa's room, didn't you?
Yes, Glupor sees Sunry running down hallway, and when Glupor look in room, Sith woman dead on floor.
Clear, then, that Sunry left the room with the Sith Elassa already dead behind him.
Perhaps, Sith, perhaps. It is the turn of the defense to question the witness now. Did you see Sunry kill Elassa? Glupor not see Sunry really hurt Sith, but Glupor did see Sunry leaving room with dead Sith in it. But Glupor not see him really kill the Sith. Oh, okay, that's what happened. An important distinction, Arbiter. Do you wish to ask him anything else? Okay, so he broke up with her. She committed suicide because she was so distraught, and then he ran away. Let's see, do you really think a cripple could have hurt Elassa? Sunry seems like a strong man, but he is hurt too. Oh, son of a gun. You know full well the extent of Senator Arbery's. Fact still remains. You wish to witness, ask the witness anything else. Isn't the metal at the crime scene a little too obvious of a clue? Glupor not know. Why anyone leave things in someone else's room? Glupor just think these happen. It's just odd. Yes, odd indeed. You wish to ask him anything else? Did you plant the metal on Alasa?
Don't do it, Glupor.
Prosecution will be silent. What is it you wish to say, Glupor? Paid by Sith to plant that metal.
Lies! Slander! I object!
You are certain of this, Glupor?
Glupor Wonky.
This new evidence puts the entire case in a new light. You wish to ask the witness anything else? Nope. Would you like to poll the judges? Yep. I don't have enough information. I'm unsure. I cannot make my decision. I do not believe Sunry, a well-standing public citizen, could have committed this crime. Perhaps I was wrong after all in my thoughts about Sunry. The defense has no questions. We will call out Elora, Sunry's wife. And the defense has no questions.
You, Elora, are Sunry's lawful wife. Your husband was a hero in the last war between the Sith Empire and the Republic. He was crippled in that war. Do you not believe he'd blame the Sith for his injury?
Yes. I guess he would.
And there you have motive. Sunry seeks revenge on the Sith for what they did to him and killed Elasa.
Supposition for now, prosecutor. Does the defense have any questions for the witness? Was it true your husband was having an affair?
Yes. Yes, it was true. He was having an affair with that Sith harlot.
It seems painfully obvious that he killed her to keep her quiet about the affair.
Be silent. You've already questioned the witness.
He'd been seeing her for some time, I think. But he said he was going to change. He'd gone there that night to end it. We talked the night before and he'd promised. But now things have become so very complicated.
This is very enlightening evidence. It will influence our deliberation considerably. Do you have any more questions, Arbiter? He was a cripple. Could he have killed Alasa?
He was a good man, but his injuries pained him terribly. But he always held on, always persevered. I don't think he could have beaten her or anything like that. But a blast, I just don't know.
Sunreen seems fully capable to me. It seems unlikely that he would choose to do such a thing. Do you have any more questions, Arbiter? Sunry was a Republic war hero, wasn't he?
Yes. He fought against the Sith in the last war. He fought bravely, and was even awarded the Hero's Cross. I don't know how much that means to the Sith, or to your Selkath, your honors. But in the Republic, it is awarded only to the bravest, most valorous, most honorable men. The kind of man who earns that medal would not kill someone in cold.
But would cheat on his wife? Your husband earned a medal because he excelled in killing Sith. It relates directly. Do not let personal opinions sway your judgment of the law. Do you have any more questions? Nope. Yes, poll the judges. I don't know. I think Sunry is perfectly capable of committing this crime. I cannot make my decision on what I've seen. I do not believe Sunry, as a well-standing citizen, could have committed the crime. Perhaps I was wrong. Does the prosecution have any remaining witnesses to call forth?
I wish to call forth Sunry himself, your honors.
Very well.
Are you a war hero, Mr. Sunry? You fought in wars against the Sith Empire, correct?
Yes, that's right. And I don't regret it either. The Republic needs its heroes.
Indeed. Would you say that you dislike the Sith? Even hate them?
Of course I hate them. Trying to take over the galaxy every chance they get, killing millions of innocents?
Pure politics. Were you in Alasa's room on the night of the murder?
Well, yes, I was. I had been having an affair with Alasa and my wife, yes. But I realized how wrong I'd been, and I was going there to end it.
You were having an affair with a Sith. You wanted to end it quickly and quietly, so you killed her from behind and tried to flee.
No,
I think we can see the answer clear enough, Mr. Sunry.
Do not interrupt the accused. fact, I think you've said quite enough already, Prosecutor. Do you have any questions? Ask the accused, Arbiter. Alasa was a Sith spy, wasn't she? She... Blah, 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 blah.
Of course she was. Why would a young, beautiful Sith woman get with an old cripple like me?
You're not helping yourself, Sunry. You only give reason why you might kill her. He merely states facts. The incompetence of the murder indicates that her occupation was not the motive for the killing. The fact remains, Alasa was a Sith and likely a spy as well. How could Alasa get a hold of your medal?
I don't know. The medal had gone missing some time ago. I never found out what happened to it. It's possible the Sith had stolen it and had it planted on the body.
Supposition, Your Honors?
True, but it does have merit and deserves consideration. Is there anything else you wish to ask? You're going there to end the affair. Would the Sith object?
Yes, I think they would. They wouldn't want to lose one of their sources, even though I didn't give them anything. They might have killed her for her failure. Or they might have thought she'd turn against them or something like that.
The Sith Empire is not the barbaric institution you portray it to be.
Be silent, Prosecutor. This is a valuable point that lends some credence to your defense, Arbiter. Nope. Yes. I do not have enough information. I'm unsure whether Sunry was the actual murderer. That changed. Seems to me the evidence is weighed against Sunry. I do not believe Sunry while standing citizen. Perhaps I was wrong. The witnesses have all been called forward and questioned by both prosecution and defense. Prosecution now present in closing its summary on the pertinent facts of this case.
I think the facts in this case are very straightforward. Sunry was having an affair with Alasa. He sought to end it, and the simplest, quickest method, given his hatred of the Sith, was to simply kill her. Witnesses saw Sunry fleeing the scene, and material evidence places him there at the time of the murder as well. I am confident that any informed observation of the facts will lead the judges, Your Honors, to this very conclusion.
Indeed. Your closing statement, Arbiter? Sunry is ending the affairs. This killed her. Alyssa was a spy and Sith they're framing Sunry. No one actually witnessed the murder. Truth.
Well, that doesn't mean a thing. He was there, running from the room.
If you speak out of turn again, you'll be forcibly ejected from the court. The Arbiter seeks a valid fact. Is there any other point you want to make? He is a cripple, but he could have killed her with a blaster. Sith were obviously evil, ending an affair, so the Sith killed her. Alasa was a spy. I guess we'll try this one. Cripple can be just as capable as any other man. Sunry more than most. You overrate this man. Perhaps. Any other arguments? We can't say for sure that they set this up. I guess we'll go for Sunry was ending the affair, so the Sith killed her.
The Sith would not leave the medal of her killer clutched in her hand.
Time of arguments is past, and you do well remember that. The Arbiter's argument does bring up a valid point. Anything else you would state? Alasa was a spy, and the Sith are framing Sunry. I find the highly unlikely, Arbiter. The Sith have no need for self-deception. The facts be clear. The Sith have been known for violence, deception, and murder before. It's also true as another point you want to make. I won't say that one, because that'll make it seem like I'm just, you know, saying, oh, they're evil, they must be the ones that did it. The court will now deliberate. This court hereby finds Sunry innocent of the murder of Sith Alasa.
Your Honors, no!
Silence! The verdict has been delivered and the trial is now over.
Sunry, I'm so glad.
Elora, thank you for saving me. I don't know how I can repay you. Elora and I are going to leave here and get as far away from all this as soon as we can. I and the Republic will not forget what you've done for us. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Points added. Good. Okay, let's... Please let me save. Oh, thank God. I would have hated to have to go through that again. Even though I've already done it. Okay, so we saved them. Huzzah. NPC, NPC, NPC. Can't do that one yet. NPC. Star Map Manon. Mission for the Republic. Okay, that's just going down below into the base. Mission's brother we can't do yet. Quest for the Starforge. Alright, so now we need to go kill Lorgal. Since we're part of the Hidden Assassins Guild. Like, it's a dark side quest, but apparently the reward is worth it. Oh, I wonder if we can go in this place again. Let's see. Now that we're not an Arbiter. Nope. Okay, so even though we couldn't talk to the Republic or the Sith, we still found him innocent. Sure, whatever. Like, if you ask me, there's not appropriate evidence. I'm surprised he didn't say what happened, though. Like, we never get to find out. Like, I wonder if she killed herself? But she said that she was killed from behind, so I don't know. Alright, so we're gonna go over here. Alright, so in order to do this correctly, we need to drop both of our party members so that we're alone whenever we do any of these contract killings. Okay, so let's save it here. And let's go talk to this dude. Yo, dog. You come to sneer and jeer at the others? Come to see Lorgal, the great liberator, caged like an animal? Liberator, you're nothing but a murderer. Kill 1,000,000 people with a mighty star cruiser and you are a war hero. Kill 100 with the thermal detonator and you're a terrorist. It's not the same, you could kill civilians and children. You're obviously blind to the Republic chains shackled around your neck. You cannot see me for the hero I am. You think I am nothing but a criminal who deserves death. There are many who want me dead, including the guards in this room. The Republic doesn't kill prisoners without a trial. That's why I am protected. This energy cage keeps me safe from Blaster and Blade. The Republic will keep me alive for transfer to Coruscant. And then all the galaxy will witness my trial. You cannot touch me in here, human. No conventional weapon can penetrate this cage. Nothing can stop me from spreading my manifesto during my trial. Yes, leave me. You're a tool for the Republic, a slave who cannot even see your own chains. You do not fear, someday I or someone like me will destroy the Republic and free you all. Alright, well, I guess we just program this shit in and... Oh, well, we wasted a spike before. Okay. Yep, there we go. Engage in 10 seconds. Wait, 10 seconds? Logging off. Dark side points gained. Ugh. Zulan? Speak to him again. Okay, so we gotta speak to the Spy Master guy now. So what did my light dark side go to? Oh, I'm no longer perfect light. Because I did something bad. So I need to do something good to balance it out. So I should have done that like first. Oh well. I know I've been saying I've been doing a light side playthrough, but I did make an exception at the very beginning of the game and I dueled the bounty hunter. And I guess we'll make an exception here because people say that the rewards are really good. Welcome back, June Crawl. I see you have come alone. This is good. I assume you're here to discuss the business of Genoharadan? Lorgal is dead. Yes, June Crawl. The agent I sent to watch you have reported back to me concerning Lorgal's death. You should take pride in the job well done. And as promised, here is a reward for the task. A poisoned vibroblade forged exclusive for the use within our guild. It will serve you well, I'm sure. This assignment was only the beginning, Junkrell, a small test, which I am pleased to say you passed. But now, a more difficult challenge awaits you. There are 3 targets that the Genoharadan want you to remove. If you can eliminate all 3, then you will gain full membership into our ancient guild. The first is a Gamorrean named Vorin Dasarad. The second is a shapeshifter called Rulan Prolik. The third is a Selkath known as Itherak. About 11.5% done. Congrats. I think I'm a little bit farther than that. Tell me about Vorin Dasarad. Vorin is a freelance bounty hunter. He's very, very good, but he's a bit too sadistic for our taste. He likes to sacrifice an efficient kill for the pleasure of watching his victims suffer. The Genoharadan will tolerate a certain amount of competition, but Vorin has become too dangerous. You'll be surprised how much political damage one rogue assassin can inflict. Vorin was last seen on Tatooine. We suspect he's taking a break from hunting sentience by going after a Krayt dragon. We don't want him to leave the Dune Sea alive. I will find him and bring him down. Just be careful when you face off against him. Vorin doesn't travel alone. He's always got his assault droid close at hand. The two of them make a formidable pair. Tell me about Rulan Prolik. We don't know much about Rulan except that he's some kind of shapeshifter. We don't even know if it's natural ability or the result of some powerful alien technology. But we suspect he's behind several prominent assassinations on the Outer Rim. The Genoharadan are worried he might decide to move his operations closer to the Galactic Core. With his ability to assume virtually any form, he could wreak havoc in the Galactic Senate. We aren't about to let that happen. How do I find someone who can look like anyone? Who can look like anyone? Finding Rulan won't be easy, but we have reports he may be on Kashyyyk. He's probably honing his skills by hunting the dangerous creatures in the Shadowlands. Tell me about Itherak Guldar. Itherak isn't violent like Rulan or Vorin, but in many ways he's far more dangerous. He's a con artist and a blackmailer who's taken millions of credits from rich and powerful families. He also deals in secrets and information, and these can be far more deadly than any blaster. But Itherak is careful. We know he's somewhere here on Manan, but we don't know where. All we know is how to contact him. There's a Twi'lek named Vek at the Manan food track. He can set up a meeting between you and Itherak. Sure, I'll just tell him I want to kill him. Why would Vek set up a meeting between us? Itherak poses as a merchant of rare antiquities. It's the perfect cover for his real work. It gives him access to the rich and powerful families without drawing suspicion. You'll have to convince Vek that you represent a buyer interested in purchasing some rare art from Itherak. Convince Vek, and he'll set up a meeting. The meeting is your one chance to take Itherak out, but be careful. He chooses the time and place, and he's not going to leave himself vulnerable. Is there anything else? Just a warning, Junkrall. The assignment I have given you are far more difficult than the simple bounties I gave you for your first test. Complete all 3 missions and you will have proven yourself truly worthy of joining the Genoharadan. As before, you will be well rewarded for each successful bounty. You can return to me after each mission to collect a reward. Is there anything else, Junkrall? Nope. Alright. So, I guess we'll go do that one next. Alright, I will be right back. Nice Google goggles, huh? Yeah, so they look terrible, but they're really good. I'm immune to crits. And I get awareness, demolitions, and security. That's not as important, but I'm immune to crits. Like, it's hard to justify wearing almost anything else compared to crit immunity. Like, a lot of these are just... I guess will is decent, but a lot of these are just like bonuses to minor things like awareness and stuff. But yeah, they look ridiculous. Alright, so, Swoop Race Place? Wasn't that in the East Courtyard? I think it was. Yeah, swoop track. Wait. Oh right, you gotta go a long way. And what was his name? Blah blah blah. Gonna hunt her down Zulon. There we go. Ithrak. Twi'lek named Vect. Oh, that guy. The guy that always says that he's here to blow off steam. Congratulations on winning the Manon Championship. I do enjoy watching the races, human. It makes a nice break from the hectic world I must deal with every day in business. I need to meet with Ithrak Gulder. Can you set it up? You need to meet with Ithrak? Forgive my skepticism, but you hardly resemble a typical client. We deal in the kind of pieces found in the chambers of Galactic Senator. I represent an anonymous buyer from Coruscant. Yes, you do have that look about you, the air of one who serves the rich and powerful, servile, fawning. A look I have seen in my own mirror far too often. Ugh. Very well. I'll set up a meeting with my boss. The Sith permit Ithrak to conduct his private business in their non-secure hangar. Go to the docking bays and we'll meet you there. Oh, okay, so this is the private hangar. So I can shortcut that shit. So let's go to the Ebon Hawk. Actually, let's save real quick because this game likes to crash so much. All right, so let's teleport to the Ebon Hawk, and we'll be right where we need to be. And for those of you wondering, we're just joining. Blah blah blah. Camera's activated. Great. I have to be alone for the Genharadon stuff. They're a secret, basically, assassination guild that deals with threats in the galaxy. And while they do kill people, they do it to maintain order in the galaxy. So I can't have anyone in my group with me. Ithrak is waiting for you inside the hangar. As you probably know, there are no security cameras there. Better to conduct our business away from prying eyes. However, before you go in, I'll point out that this rather large assault droid standing beside me. I and the droid will both accompany you to see Ithrak just to make sure there is no trouble. My business with Ithrak is private. Ithrak is an important man who with access to the rich and powerful. He is not about to let himself become an easy target for a kidnapping or assassination. When you meet Ithrak, I and the droid will both be there. It is my job to protect my employer, and I intend to do that regardless of my personal feelings towards him. Personal feelings? You mean you don't like him? Ithrak can be as temperamental as his clients. Combine that with his arrogance and the way he treats his underlings, and you can understand why I might soon consider seeking other employment. Despite all Ithrak's faults, he does pay well. I do serve my employer faithfully for now. I think we might want to try to force persuade his ass. Let's see if it works. Yes, you're right. He's never treated me with the respect I deserve. Yelling at me, insulting me, belittling me. I don't know why I stayed with him as long as I did.